Third time's the charm. The first sporty 12th generation Toyota Corolla put a 6-speed manual transmission in an otherwise pedestrian hatchback. The next one, the Corolla Apex, was basically a standard Corolla sedan that was stiffened to the point of annoyance. But now, we have a truly sporty Corolla that's primed to do battle with the likes of the Honda Civic Type R and the Volkswagen Golf R. The 2023 GR Corolla is the hot hatch we've been waiting for. From the first press of the start button, it's obvious the 2023 Toyota GR Corolla isn't your average grocery getter. Its 3-cylinder engine barks to life before settling into a surprisingly aggressive grumble at idle. As I sit in the pit lane at Utah Motorsports campus, waiting for my turn on the track, I move the shift lever into the first gear, get a nice, precise snick, and as I receive the thumbs up, I ease off the nicely weighted clutch pedal until I reach its well-defined bite point, and then it's off to the races. The 2023 Toyota GR Corolla is a high-performance and sporty variant of the popular Corolla model. It has a powerful engine, sleek styling, and advanced features that make it a fun-to-drive and practical option for those seeking a compact car. According to Motor Trend's review of the car, the GR Corolla is powered by a turbocharged 1.6-liter 4-cylinder engine that produces 257 horsepower and 266 lb-ft of torque. The engine is paired with a 6-speed manual transmission or an optional 6-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters. The car can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.2 seconds. The GR Corolla specs make it obvious that this 5-door Rolla is ready to rumble. A 1.6-liter turbocharged inline-3 engine produces 300 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque, although in the super-hot Morizo variant, an extra pound of boost bumps the torque figure up to 295. That motive force gets sent to all 4 wheels through a standard 6-speed manual transmission, with an estimated 0 to 60 mph time of less than 5 seconds. This car is more than just a standard family car with a peppier engine. The GR Corolla's non-adaptive suspension is engineered specifically for more exciting driving, with the Morizo taking it one step further by way of stiffer spring rates. The body has 349 more spot welds and several additional feet of structural adhesive to boost rigidity, as well as additional bracing in the underfloor tunnel and rear wheelhouse. A set of 14-inch front brakes fill the space between the alloy wheels and the hub, and there's a set of 11.7-inch rotors out back. The GR Corolla has an aggressive exterior design with a blacked-out grille, large air intakes, and a rear spoiler. It also has LED headlights, taillights, and daytime running lights. The car sits on 18-inch wheels with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. Inside, the GR Corolla has sport seats with red stitching and GR logos. It also has an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. The car also comes standard with a JBL premium audio system. It's still obvious that I'm inside a Corolla, but the GR models pick up some cool additions. There's a proper mechanical handbrake for whatever antics your hooligan mind can whip up, and it rests next to a dial that only exists to change the vehicle's per-axle torque distribution. 60/40ths, 50/50 and 30/70 front-rear splits are just a twist away. The base core gets black and silver interior details, with the circuit trim adding some red elements, while swapping the fabric seats for combination suede and leather ones. The Morizo takes it a step further with leather-trimmed seats, brighter trim detailing, a 12 o'clock red stripe on the steering wheel, and a rear seat delete. Since the Morizo only seats 2, the rear window regulators were also removed to save a bit more weight, adding a blank panel where those window switches usually reside. Of course, this is still a Toyota Corolla, so there's plenty of livability in the new GR models. Automatic climate control is included, as is a keyless ignition, 2 USB-C charging ports, and an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system with over-the-air updates, a 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Wireless device charging, heated front seats, and a heated steering wheel are standard on circuit and Morizo specs, and they're optional on the core. Every GR Corolla also includes a host of safety systems, including forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, automatic high beams, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and blind spot monitoring. The steering is nicely responsive as I press hard on the middle pedal and dive into the first corner, and I'm met with a surprising amount of braking force. Mid-corner, there is some obvious weight shift and subsequent leaning from the suspension, but it helps communicate the vehicle's limits, and more importantly, it should make for a decently comfortable ride on regular roads. Even in its most aggressive setting, the GR Corolla's throttle is plenty easy to manipulate, letting me dial in the right amount of gas for exiting corners as the i3 shouts its way up the revs. It only takes a couple turns for me to notice just how impressively balanced the GR Corolla is in its base core trim. Even if I ham-fist it with improperly timed corner entries and get on the gas far too early, there's no shaking this hatchback's composure. Admittedly, some of that comes down to the sheer mechanical grip provided by the standard Michelin Pilot Sport for summer tires, a not uncommon sight on six-figure sports cars. Short of purposefully attempting to unsettle the car and induce yaw by throwing the wheel and punching the accelerator while the drivetrain is configured for a 70% rear torque split, it's dummy simple to enter a corner and come out the other side totally unscathed. The 3070 setting on the center console's drivetrain dial is definitely fun, but I feel it's best left in 50-50 when trying to squeak out better and better lap times. The GR Corolla has a starting price of $32,000. It comes standard with Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, automatic high beams, and forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking. Overall, the GR Corolla is a fun hot hatch that's great for those who love the thrill of performance but don't have a lot of money to spend. Considering how much fun the GR Corolla's base core variant is, I'm a bit surprised that the more hardcore Morizo model doesn't really change the car's character. Sure, it looks the absolute business, with no rear seats and a forged carbon roof, but it doesn't really feel much livelier than the standard GR Corolla. The most obvious change is the 6-speed manual shorter gearing, which I do enjoy on tracks since it has me shifting more often, but the extra 20 pound-feet of torque isn't really front and center. Perhaps if both cars were wearing the same tires, the Morizo may feel squirmier and sharper-edged, but standard Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 track day tires provide an almost unfair amount of grip. The GR Corolla's standard 6-speed manual transmission is pleasant to wield. Throws are a little longer than what I find on, say, the manual Toyota Supra, but hustling between gates remains a satisfying experience. Automatic rev-matching downshifts are on board. I do find my footwork outpacing the rev-matching system at times, with my left foot reaching the bite point before the Corolla's computers blip the throttle to the correct spot on the touch, but fleet-footed track drivers will be happy to know the system can be turned off. These days, automakers are often guilty of slapping all sorts of faux aerodynamics on a car's body to give it a more aggressive look. The GR Corolla is definitely wilder than its pedestrian siblings, but it's mostly in the name of performance. The honkin' fender flares, which don't look as tacked on in real life as they do in Toyota's debut press photos, help cover the car's wider performance tires. The air ducts are functional, and on the Morizo and limited edition circuit variants, the brake ducts are too. Those models also pick up a forged carbon roof. While we have yet to drive the new Type R, I think Honda should be paying plenty of attention to the 2023 Toyota GR Corolla. It provides a more interesting experience than the VW Golf R, with a much lower starting price and standard kit the VW doesn't offer. The GR Corolla is an impressive hot hatch in the places it matters most, and it's exciting to see Toyota finally take its place at this table.